Yo, what up? How you guys doing out there today? This is your boy Roto Beast. I'm here with my boy Jeremy and my boy Chris. And hey, we're here to present you our core plays for Tuesday, July 28th. If you're new to this channel, please make sure to click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all of our MLB, NBA, NFL videos. And if you haven't came and checked out our website here at DFS CheatSheet.com, you're absolutely missing out. We have all the tools to help you compete with the pros day in and day out, including a complete optimizer, tons of content, daily FanDuel and Draftkings cash lineups. Hey, we're truly a one-stop shop for all your DFS needs. So make sure to check out the site here at DFS CheatSheet.com. So hey, how you guys doing out there today?
What up?
I'm fantastic.
Be honest with you, I got a little confused on the date. It's like with all this coronavirus stuff, is every single day is basically the exact same day, so it's starting to get a little confusing. But yeah, man, I think today's going to be a fun day in baseball. Pitching is a little bit tough. I think that you got to kind of just get that guy that's going to get you kind of a value, and you can load up with some bigger bats and kind of go that route. I think that's kind of the day. I think it's a little bit more of a GPP play, but I am going to give you guys 5 guys that I think that you can play in cash games if you are playing cash games tonight. We got Jeremy. He's going to give us his top stacks of the day, and Chris is going to give us some guys that he thinks is going to just have absolutely give you tremendous upside in some GPP tournaments tonight. So you guys ready to go? Good.
Yeah,
all right.
man, get into it.
I'll start it. We'll just kind of go through it. I'll start with my cash game plays first. We'll let you go with your stacks, and then we'll let Chris finish us off. So, thinking about cash today, like I said, I don't think necessarily today's the most optimal day for cash. But it's, a lot of us do play cash day in and day out to kind of hedge our bets with our GPP lineup, especially if you're maxing in a tournament. So definitely we still want to get a little bit of exposure to cash games. I think the guy that I am going to go with today for cash games, I'm going to go with Lindblom. I think that Lindblom is a guy that we can look at today. For the Brewers out there, he's coming in at a very fair price tag. So I just like him. I mean, he's a guy that gives us a little bit of upside. And like I said, it's not the most beautiful day today. It is tough. Josh Lindblom going against a Pirates team, though, that hasn't really been doing too much to start the season. At 6,100, I think he's just going to allow you to kind of pay up for anybody that you want. And the guy does give you a little bit of strikeout upside as well. So I think that Lindblom is the guy that you can look at. Also, I think that Milwaukee's going to have a really good day at the plate, and I definitely think that they're going to put up some runs and kind of give Lindblom some support right there. So I like him. Moving on to my cores, I'm going to start. First guy I'm going to go with, I am going to go to shortstop. And I'm going to go hold on one second. Oh, yeah, there he is. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to go to shortstop, and I'm going to go with Adalberto Mendoza from Kansas City. The guy batting in that 3-hole right here. The guy showed us tremendous upside last year, coming in at a very cheap price tag at only $2,800. Batting in that 3 spot. I think that he's in a really solid spot here. One more guy that I think is a pretty good value play. I talked about Lindblom over there from Milwaukee. I actually like one of his teammates, Ryan Braun, coming in at 2,900, batting in that cleanup spot in a lineup that I think is going to put up a lot of runs today. I think that Ryan Braun and Mondesi are both a little bit underpriced right now. I definitely want to take advantage of that. Now I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna go with 2 guys that I think that we could pay up for. We got plenty of money right now going with these cheap value guys, going with the cheap pitcher. You got almost 3,900. 2 guys that I love and I want to get in my lineups if I can tonight. I love Mike Trout today. I think he's in a really good spot here in Seattle. The guys start off the season, swinging the bat. He definitely, he showed us the upside 2 games ago against Oakland. He hit a tremendous bomb. I was watching that game live, and yeah, man, it was a shot. And I think that today's a day where he could possibly get you another one. Lastly, I'm going to go with JD Martinez going against the Mets. I think that JD Martinez going against a lefty. We know for his career, he's absolutely crushed lefties. Gets a good matchup against David Peterson today. And hey, the thing about it is JD Martinez is due for a home run. He's going to get one sooner or later. I think today possibly could be the day going against a lefty. So I really like JD Martinez as well. So just to kind of round it back off, sum it up for you, I got Josh Lindblom at pitcher, Ryan Braun at first base at only 2,900, Mondesi at 2,800 at shortstop, and then I rounded off 2 outfielders, Mike Trout, JD Martinez. I think both of those guys are great plays. to kind of start your cash game lineups with, and you still got almost 3,700. So you got plenty of room to pay up for some more guys as well. I think it's a solid start. So Jay, get us started with those stacks that you've got in mind for today.
Only DFS does everybody gravitate towards a guy they know nothing about in Josh Lindblom. And we talked about it before we came on. He's going to be a popular play, which that in and of itself is a different topic for conversation because, when a guy's going to be 50% owned or more in cash games, he's kind of a wash. But I do think Lindblom will be highly owned. But just a little bit of background on Lindblom. The last time he pitched in the majors was 2017, where he pitched 10 1/3 innings and had a 7.84 ERA. The hype around Lindblom is he's coming from the KBO, and apropos, one might say that we've been with no Major League Baseball. There's been a focus on the KBO. So Lindblom pitched for the Doosan Bears for 2 years. He went 15-4 in 18. He went 20-3 in 19. I think he had 163 strikeouts and 146 innings in 18, and then had over 196 strikeouts last year in the KBO. So his success and the hype that's coming around Lindblom is coming from the KBO. We'll see what happens tonight. I do think, in kicking off the stacks, that it's not a bad idea to stack against the guy in GPPs, because I do think on this slate, with the news already breaking around Walker Buehler, that Dave Roberts has said 3, maybe 4 innings is what he's going to pitch. I do think there's some leverage to be had with using Walker Buehler, for the simple fact that we've seen a couple of pitchers go out and only throw 3 or 4 innings and have high upside return. Case in point would be last night with Glasnow, right? Glasnow, people kind of didn't know what to expect. Don't know what to expect with Tampa Bay and pitching ever, but 4 innings, he struck out, I believe, was it 9?
Correct, yeah. Finished with 36 points on FanDuel.
So 36 fantasy points. I believe that Hauser was the only guy that outscored him from a pitching standpoint. Hauser had 37, so obviously it was a better point per dollar play, but Hauser was in the same exact spot that Lindblom's in today. So just wanted to give some background on Lindblom before I got into some stacks. The top of this thing, as far as stacks go, we always talk about people are going to look at the implied run total, look for the Mets to be a popular stack, the Brewers to be a popular stack. I do think there's a leverage play to be had. I talked to Chris about this before we came on with Carlos Martinez. I think people are going to stack. It seems when you look around the industry, a lot of people are talking about Minnesota. If you look at Chris's Crush Spot article, he's got some Twins in there as well. They have the 3rd highest implied run total at 5.8, and I do think that you can possibly get some leverage by loading up some Carlos Martinez today against the field. Also, there's a pitcher that's pitching for the Chicago Cubs tonight that Chris, I don't know if you're going to mention him, and I don't want to steal your thunder. I don't know if you're going to mention him, but there's also some leverage to be had on the other side of this one with Alec Mills. I think you can take Alec Mills. If you'll remember, Alec Mills had a strong start to his career and the back end of last season, going 5 innings and striking out 9. Over the last 2 starts, he struck out 15. So I think in those 2 spots, there's an opportunity to get some leverage on the field with who the chalk might be with the Cincinnati Reds and with the Minnesota Twins by taking Carlos Martinez, who will probably be extremely low owned, and also loading up Alec Mills, who I don't think is on anybody's radar that I've seen today. So that's the top end of the stacks. Those are the easy ones. I'm going to give you my 2 favorite stacks of the day. I love the Dodgers going into Houston. Cody Bellinger is my favorite play of the day. Talk about a guy who's due for a bomb. Cody Bellinger's hit the ball hard. That Dodger lineup we've talked about over and over again for any pitcher is going to be difficult to get through 1 through 9. So I like the Dodgers. What I really like about the Dodgers, aside from those things, is that they're the 10th highest implied run total on the board. And when people are looking at who they're going to select stack-wise, they typically kind of stick to those top 5 spots. So people get missed and teams get missed. So the Dodgers coming in with, like I said, the 10th lowest implied run total, it's still 5.2. If you look at the Mets at the top, it's 6.0. There's not even a run difference between the 2 of them, and people might not go that far down the board. Houston with some notoriety around them. And then my second favorite stack of the day is the Oakland Athletics. I love the Oakland Athletics. You can kind of pick your spots because I think that Oakland is a poor man's Los Angeles Dodgers with that lineup. The lineup is deep on the top end, but they've been putting guys like Chad Pinder, Mark Canha, Stephen Piscotty at the bottom of this thing. We know Stephen Piscotty's got a lot of pop, so I like them also 1 through 9. I'll have a lot of exposure to the Oakland Athletics and the Dodgers. They're 2 of my favorite stacks of the day.
Fantastic. So I'm up. Well, if you guys had read my crush spot, I got a lot of guys. I don't want to say no rhyme or reason, because there is. Take for granted that I wrote the last night and then I updated it early this morning before I published it. So as I write these articles, that's when lineups are starting to lock. That's when a lot of these things are starting to take shape. So actually, what's fantastic is after the crush spot was published, a lot of these guys, they've already been locked in, let's say. So just go over my article real quick and then we'll get out of here. I love a Milwaukee stack today. We've touched on it. Keston Hiura, Milwaukee second baseman. He's already locked in. He's batting second tonight. It's $3,300 on FanDuel. He's in all my lineups in all formats. I know one of you, or actually I think you, Steph, you alluded to Alberto Mondesi in Kansas City tonight. Last night, how many of us predicted there was going to be, what was it, Jeremy, 18 runs total scored between the Tigers in Kansas City tonight? So that's another game that I'm getting into. I know I'm not supposed to be giving my stacks. Jeremy did that, just trying to give my thought process in a fast forward, more motion. I agree with you, Jeremy. I love the Matt Olson Chapman stack in Kansas City. Josh Donaldson, he's already been he's starting tonight. He's third base for Minnesota. He's batting fourth tonight. Really cheap. He's only let me see, $3,000 on FanDuel. He's going to hit a home run tonight. Book it. He's $4,100 on DraftKings. I know this isn't hard-hitting analysis, but Christian Yelich, he's one of my must plays tonight. He's in my core. Milwaukee at Pittsburgh again, and then that's really all I have. As Jeremy said, when people gravitate to a pitcher, like they are in Milwaukee, that makes me want to stack against them. But another stack that nobody's thinking of, hopefully we're not a day late and a dollar short. I'm stacking Tigers in Kansas City tonight as well. So that's what I have. Before we end this, pay attention. Go follow me on Twitter at Detroit Beastie. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but every day before lock, I've been sending out a sample lineup of what I'm running, courtesy of the RotoQL optimizer. So if you're not looking at my page, I'm sending out not stacks, but actual sample lineups every day. So give us a follow and find me on Twitter. I'll help you out and do anything I can.
Yeah, man. Hey, if you guys want to check out more MLB content, NBA coming up around the corner, make sure to check out the site, DFS CheatSheet.com. And hey, good luck on your guys' contest tonight, all right? Peace out.